The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The slot man in motion right. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. The Bills sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Tua on the move to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. T. Higgins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run again with Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Diggs going in motion right. This is Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Hines is in. Touchdown, Bills. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Ready?
Mostert will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. aeNoah working out of the gun. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert, a 2-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They run with Hines, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen off the play fake. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Check 4. Back. 56.
Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try to run with Hines. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready, set.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Tua. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 55 yards. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there.
75 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Allen will try to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
This pass complete to Higgins. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua flushed out right.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tua. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And able to connect with Berrios. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they work this out past the 25. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Allen now on first down. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is aeNoah. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's aeNoah to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Going to the air, aeNoah. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. On 1st down, Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
T. Higgins.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a third. Straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Play action. Now it's Allen rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
To the air, Allen. This is caught. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here we go, set, 33, yellow.
Tua on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. T. Higgins, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he completes it to Berrios. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives...
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back.